Got this in the mail. Commander expansion set. Let's unbox it. Alright, Warhammer Kill Team Commanders. My son already opened it. That's why it doesn't have the plastic on it. So let's crack this sucker open. And it's a box. Inside the box is rulebook. Talk about this in a minute. There are a few other things in here. Unlike Elites, this came in a box, so you get some cards, and these are the Psyker powers that everybody can use. And then here's all the tactics for both commanders and then all the commander specialists. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of useful. And then we have this thing of cards, which, it's a thing of data cards. But if you'll notice, they're not the data cards that, for regular guys, there's no experience. And then over here, these are different than the campaign results for a regular guy, because these are commander data cards. So they give you a bunch of them, probably because they're not going to release these as a separate thing like the regular data cards. But if you're doing campaigns, these won't work for your regular guys because they don't keep track of your experience, and the injury results are different for commanders. So, I mean, there's that, if you were into that. And then there are also these tokens. My son already punched them out. You get the regular tokens, which I don't have because I didn't bought the core box. You get some more wound tokens. This will be useful because these guys take a lot of wounds. And then the other thing is aura and psyker power tokens to remind you. So I'll probably use those. And that's that. All in all, I think I would have preferred if I had the option to just buy the rulebook and not have to pay more to get all this stuff, but you don't, so I did. There you go. Rulebook. So, just similar to all the other rulebooks, except this one is actually the thinnest compared to the other two. Elites is thicker in the core rulebook. So I ended up paying more to get this because it came with all the other stuff than I did for the other two rulebooks. Again, it would have been nice if I could have just picked this up, but you can't. So that's the thing. Fluff, more fluff. There are new rules for commanders, how you put them in campaigns, all that. There's a bunch of other videos out there unboxing all this. New specialists just for your commanders, and then it's going to go through and show you all the commanders that you can have for each faction. The one thing that I was looking for when I was trying to check this out that I couldn't find anywhere was someone who went over the way the missions worked. So that is what I'm going to do. So the book's divided into the three types of missions like usual. The match play missions all have the same setup. So each team can cost up to 200 points and must include one commander. That's the same way it's going to be for all the match play missions. And then, they're all going to have their different objectives and victory conditions and that kind of stuff. So they don't all play out the same, but the setup is going to be the same. What I find to be really, similar to Elites, it's if you're playing campaign, you can choose place mission instead of blank, whatever mission. So you roll up your regular mission, and then you have the option of subbing in a commander's mission. So now, if you have Elites, you can sub in an Elites mission or a commander's mission. What's interesting about the narrative play missions is the kill teams are going to be a little bit different depending on which one that you do. So the first couple, so you do your Battle Forge. Each kill team costs 200 points. The defender must include one commander. The attacker cannot. All right, and then there's an opposite one for that. The attacker must include, and the defender cannot. So there's going to be situations in which one player will have a commander, one player won't, but they'll both have 200-point kill teams. So you can have 200 points of non-commander dudes versus a player who has to have a commander. So I found that's kind of interesting. And then the other ones we're going to do very similar things. So right here, another 200 points, the attacker must include, the defender cannot. And similar over here. But now they're going to even break it out even more. Each kill team costs 200 points. The attacker must choose one commander, but the model is free. They do not need to pay for it. And they do this because he's actually, he is injured. The commander's going to start injured. and the defender's job is to try to finish the assassination. So it's neat. The rules are a little bit different. And then again, 200 points, and this one they must both have a commander. It's like the match play. And then I like this army of one. One kill team is battle forged, so he's going to be 100 points just like normal. And then the other kill team is a single commander that does not cost more than 100 points. So that when you're trying to kill that commander. One thing I forgot about this one, it's interesting. The reason why they both must have in commander is because in setup, you set them up in the middle a ½ inch from each other, so they actually start in melee, because this is a duel of honor. And they kind of have their honor guard. And so it's neat, like some interesting different ways of playing out the commander matches. And again, then you could also just do match play. So the standard for commander, most of them are going to be 200 points. Sometimes you both have a commander, sometimes one of you have a commander, or sometimes the rules would be a little wonky as to how those commanders work out and how those commanders are going to participate in the battle. All right. That is the missions for Kill Team Commanders. That's a general unboxing. If you have any questions about Kill Team Commanders, throw them in the comments below. I'll look it up for you. And again, I think Ash over at Gorilla Miniatures Games has a really good video where he goes through and talks about which commanders go in each faction. So if you're looking for that information, there's already videos out there. You don't need me to do it. But if you want to know, I guess you can ask questions in the comments and I'll look it up for you. All right. Appreciate it. Have a good one.